Hello students. So in the last class we have discussed just the introduction of neural control and coordination, then what are the different parts of central nervous system, then the structure of neuron, then the structure of brain, then parts of brain, that is forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, then conduction of nerve impulse, reflection arc and reflection pathway. Okay, so next we'll move on to the another sense organ, that is the eye. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the human eye. So what are the different parts of the eye? Just we'll read, then we'll come to this diagram. So that is, we have got paired eyes, then they are located in the sockets of the skull, which is called as orbits. They are located in the sockets of skull, which is commonly called as orbits. And the wall of the eyeball, they have three layers. They have got three layers. One is sclera, choroid and cornea. Sclera, it is an external layer and it is composed of dense connective tissue. It is an external layer composed of dense connective tissue. Then choroid, it is a middle layer, contains many blood vessels and it looks like bluish in color and it becomes thick in the anterior part to form the ciliary bodies. Next, cornea is an anterior portion of the eye. It is the anterior portion of the eye. So here you can say that this is the cornea, this is the iris, lens, vitreous body, and this outermost layer is the sclera, and this is called as choroid layer, and this is the retina of the eye. Fine. Sclera, choroid and the cornea. Next, the ciliary body, it contains forward to form a pigment and the opaque structure which is called as iris. Here you can see that they forms an opaque structure which is called as iris. The front aperture which is surrounded the iris, it is called as pupil. Here the front structure, here it will be this pupil will be there. The labeling is not there. The front structure of the iris is the pupil, and the eyeball contains an transparent crystalline lens. Eyeball contains transparent crystalline lens. The inner layer is the retina and it contains three layers of the cells inside and to the outside. One is ganglion cell, bipolar cell, then photoreceptor cells. Three cells: ganglion cell, bipolar cells and the photoreceptor cells. Okay. There are two types of photoreceptor cells which are namely called as rods and cones. Rods and cones ಈಗ photoreceptor cells ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay. Then the optic nerves, they transmit signal to visual cortex of the brain to know the image. The optic nerves ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, generally they will send the signals to the visual cortex of the brain to know what the image is exactly. Okay. So these are the different parts of the eye. Next comes the ear. This is the diagrammatic representation of the ear. So you can see that the ear it is divided into three parts. The outer ear, it consists of pinna, and the external ear, it is a auditory meatus, it's canal. The external auditory meatus, it extends up to the tympanic membrane, that is the eardrum. They are very fine hairs and waxy secreting sebaceous glands in the ear canal. Okay, so again here in the ear canal, what you will find? You will find very fine hairs. Very fine hairs are there and wax secreting sebaceous glands in the ear canal. Then it consists of the pinna. So this portion is commonly called as the ear pinna. Then external auditory meatus. Fine. And then the middle ear, it is having three ossicles, and another one is a chain-like fusion. One is malleus, incus, and the stapes. These are the three different bones which are present in the ear. One is malleus. Malleus, it is attached to the lymphatic membrane. Incus, it helps in vibrating effect. Incus, it helps in vibrating effects. Stapes, it is the smallest bone and it is attached to the oval window of the cochlea. It is attached to the oval window of the cochlea. So here you can see that this is an external ear pinna, and here you will find an auditory canal through which the sound waves will be passed, and here it is the tympanic membrane, and it's a temporal bone. These are the three different bones. One is stapes, incus and the malleus. Stapes, incus and the malleus, and here it is a cochlea and eustachian tube will be there. Okay, fine. So here pinna and external auditory canal you have seen. Then the tympanic membrane, that is a eardrum. There are very fine hairs, waxy secreting sebaceous glands in the ear canal. Then the middle ear have three ossicles, one another in the chain-like fusion, malleus, incus and stapes. So this malleus, it is attached to the lymphatic membrane, and incus, it helps in vibrating effect. Stapes, it is affected to the oval window of the cochlea. Next, eustachian tube, it connects the middle ear cavity with the pharynx, and also it helps in the equalizing the pressures in the ear. It also helps in equalizing the pressure in the ear. Okay. Next, the fluid filled inner ear, it is called as labyrinth, and it consists of two parts, the bony and the membranous labyrinthus. The bony and the membranous labyrinthus. The coiled portion of labyrinth is called as cochlea. Here you can see that the coiled portion of labyrinth, it is known as cochlea. This coiled portion is known as cochlea, and the space within the cochlea, they are called as scala media, and it is filled with endolymph. The space with cochlea, it is called as scala media. It is filled with endolymph, and the base of cochlea, that is scala vestibule, ends at the oval window. Scala media and the scala vestibule. Okay, this scala media, generally it is a space within the cochlea, which is called as scala media. It is filled with endolymph, and the space of cochlea, that is scala vestibule, it ends with the oval window. Scala media and scala cochlea. Fine. So then how do we hear? The organs of Corte in this structure, it is located at the basilar membrane, which contain hair cells that act as an auditory receptors. Okay, it will act an auditory receptors. Then a large number of process called as stereocilia, they are projected from the apical part of each hair cell above the row of the hair cells in the thin elastic membrane. Okay, they move in the thin elastic membrane, which is called as tectoral membrane. It's known as tectoral membrane. The inner ear also contains a complex system. Inner ear contains a complex system which is called as vestibular apparatus, which is located above the cochlea. Vestibular apparatus, which is located above the cochlea, and this vestibular apparatus, it is composed of three semicircular canals. It is composed of three semicircular canals. One is otil organ, which is containing the sacral and the utricle. Each semicircular canal, it lies in the different plane. Okay, these three organs, semicircular canals, they lies in the different plane. Then the vestibular apparatus, they help for maintaining the balance of the body posture. Okay, they help in maintaining of the body posture. Fine. So this is a mechanism. How do we hear? Fine. So this is the structure of the ear, and what are the parts of the ear? So here it is divided into how many parts? Outer ear, it consists of pinna, and externally auditory meatus, and tympanic membrane, it is commonly called as eardrum. Then the middle ear, they have three ossicles, one another in the chain like fusion, malleus, incus and stapes, and eustachian tube will be present. So, okay, so how do we hear? Generally it is a mechanism. You can just go through once. This is eye. So again in the human eye we have got sclera, choroid and the cornea. Then the ciliary bodies which contains the forward to form the pigment and the opaque structure which is called as iris. Then the infront aperture which is surrounded by the iris is called as pupil. Then the eyeball contains a transparent crystalline lens. Then the inner layer is a retina and it contains 3 layers of the cells, inside to outside, ganglion cell, bipolar cell and photoreceptor cells. Fine. Then there are 2 types of photoreceptor cells, namely rods and the cones. Then optic nerves transmit signals to the visual cortex, and visual cortex of brain to know the image. Okay, hope it's clear to you. It is the eye, structure of eye. It is also important. The diagram is important. You can refer this diagram. Then ear. Okay, eye, ear and brain. So these 3 are the important concepts in this chapter. Then the transmission of impulse. Okay, hope these concepts are clear to you. Now just you can go through and solve the slides. Structure of brain, reflex action, reflex arc, human eye, ear. Okay.